Some great basketball action, and of course, I don't think it would be possible if it wasn't for the support of Rogers TV. So it's great to have them out there in our communities as Duncan starts the second quarter with a miss. 26-24 is the way she ended at the quarter. Advantage St. John.
Great shooting there from Antonio Burks. Really brought St. John back in. We haven't seen a lot of offense from him lately, but he's certainly out there right now making a contribution.
PJ Young in the right spot, picks up the loose ball. Duncan, drops the basket and cleans the floor at the same time. That's multitasking.
Darren Duncan's done a little bit of everything for St. John in the last couple of games we've been out here, Dave. Just outstanding effort from him. Coming in mid-season acquisition to make up for the loss of Anthony Anderson and Will Blaylock at the point guard position, and he's just done an outstanding job under tough circumstances for St. John.
Duncan now with 11 of the 28 points for St. John, as the Mill Rats hold on to that 2-point lead. The game between Oshawa and Summerside just underway. We'll keep you abreast on any scoring from that one.
Antoine Tisby on that last play drugged that pivot foot, used the front foot to cross over, and travel was the call. Once that foot's planted in the front, you can't lift up the back one. That's travel. Royce Perrin now leads the charge for Quebec, coming back up to set up some offense.
Kebs working it around the outside. Taking that one to the hoop for a pair, as Anzaluzzi in the lineup now.
Nice.
Of course, we interviewed him here last year at St. John, a local Quebec native that's scratched into the professional ranks. Presently, Summerside with an 8-6 lead over the Oshawa Power. That game brand spanking new, still has new car smell on it. Over on the island. The weather here today caused cancellation of a few things. I know the Major Midget St. John Vito's AAA hockey team was supposed to go over to Cornwall, and that trip was canceled, obviously for safety. And I noticed a few of the Vito's players here tonight taking in the game. They're at home at the LBR tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock.
Nice to see the local athletes out supporting their kindred spirits here in the basketball court. No basket there. St. John will inbounds it from the sidelines.
That's okay. Samaki's happy anyways.
He always is. Cortland Bluford now handling the responsibility for St. John of running the ball up. Feeds it over to Antonio Burks. Antonio Burks working off the dribble. We don't see a lot of that, but certainly has a decent handle for him.
PJ, that's got to be a couple too many there. There you go, yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. You try taking baby steps, but they all count, eh? Just over 8.5 to go here. 30-28 in favor of the home side. Glad to have you along here, folks, as there is a big-time shot from the outside from Cedric Moody.
We've been talking all season long. St. John is certainly a team that is better than its record reflects. They just haven't really turned the corner. It's chemistry, it's injuries. There's always one thing. Oh. New players coming on. Great shot there from PJ Young.
PJ Young right back at you.
PJ Young hits the deck on the other end. Antoine Tisby with the big block, and they're calling contact on that one.
That'll put Quebec to the line, and with that, we'd like to thank some of the other game day sponsors that help bring you this on Rogers TV and along with the St. John Mill Rats. Our thanks to Active Physiotherapy, Cook Insurance, Lawson Creamer Lawyers, St. John Airport, Rossay Netherwood School, and the Right Agency. Thanks, folks, for all your support. Francis is going to get ready to check back in the game. Anzaluzzi with the basket on that one. That will put Quebec up 33-31. Anzaluzzi out of actually Ottawa, playing for the Quebec Caps, but not obviously too far from Quebec City.
Every time you say his last name, I'm afraid I'm going to turn into a frog or that my clothes will be on backwards. It's like you're casting some sort of a spell, yet it just rolls right off the tongue like that, Dave. You're just an outstanding broadcaster. Have I ever told you that?
Yes, you have, actually. Thank you. Thank you very much. Checks in the mail. Big one from the outside with a miss on that one. Tisby with the rebound. Chance now for Kwan. Isaac Kwan, his minutes have increased here over the last month or so with the Mill Rats. Was originally brought in as they thought more of the Canadian content side, but he has brought a big-time game.
Good shot. Good shot, Ike.
So possession changed over here. Chance for Quebec. Going high, going down, but the Mill Rats will bring that rebound in control and bring it back up the court. Francis now on the outside. Moves it into P.J. Young.
Blocking the call there against Quebec. Kevin Francis in the act of addressing the basket, so it looks like they're heading to the line. Steve DeLuca now checking in for Kwan. Check that. St. John will inbounds from the baseline. Courtney Bluford now getting ready to throw the ball in for St. John. Referee Danny Patterson about to hand the ball over and get action underway after some substitutions are checked in.
Steve DeLuca creating some separation in the paint as he comes out onto the outside now. Dish out. And big-time shot from the outside. Bluford. St. John, 35-33. Bluford with the big tray there. As Royce Perrin hands that one off to Moody. He decides to take it himself.
I'd like to welcome everyone watching on the webcast at home. Apologize for the technical difficulties. We flipped a big switch, and we understand now you're cursed by hearing us.
There you go. Just when you thought you could get away. And don't touch that volume. So Royce Perrin will bring it up. Gets the basket up and go to the line.
See Antonio Burks down there on the bike staying warm. It's nice that they brought the bike out behind the bench so these players can keep from cramping up. Anything right now St. John can do to avoid injuries is certainly going to be worth the effort with the shortened bench now. With both, as we mentioned earlier, Greg Plummer seems to be out, talking about 3 weeks with a hamstring injury, and of course Anthony Anderson, potential MVP in the league. Unfortunately, he's going to miss a fair amount of time with a hand injury. We're hoping to see him back in around Valentine's Day.
And I will get a chance to talk to Greg Plummer at halftime. He's going to join me over in the broadcast booth. Luca keeps it in.
You'll have some fun with that, Dave. Greg,
yeah.
A hell of a guy.
Yeah. Royce Perrin goes up. Oh, baby! Huge defensive play by Bluford. And I think the call on that one was just because Perrin continued to travel so far into the seats. Man, he looked like a frisbee toss going down there, but that was his own momentum.
We'll see if
that's called a mercy foul.
We'll see if we can get another look at that one. It was a great defensive effort to get up there and knock the ball away. Now Perrin will go to the line and shoot too, but great defense from St. John. Nice to see that effort.
Royce Perrin puts it up. And with that, we have a substitution on the court. And we will have a timeout as well. 5:59 to go, second quarter. Kebs 41, Millrats 35. You're watching National Basketball League of Canada, only on Rogers TV. And welcome back, folks. 5:59 to go here in the second quarter, but lots of action coming up again here on Sunday. We'll be back here as the Moncton Miracles make the trip up the highway to take on the Millrats live, 2 o'clock in your living room. All kinds of playoff implications on that one. And then the next home game beyond that for the Millrats will be another visit by the Miracles, and that one on Wednesday, February 1st. So lots of Highway 1 action here between the Miracles and the Millrats as we take a look and listen to Coach Jackson.
Look, Jake, you may not be able to turn the corner and then watch the ball, right? Stevie gonna be right here. Stevie here, Cord here. All right, that's a swing if he got to kick it. All right, Debo, yeah, you right here, D. Get the rebound. Let's go. Work.
And of course, Coach Jackson does win the award for the longest unofficial timeout in any basketball game. He uses every minute of it. In fact, they don't even use a clock anymore. When there's a timeout for the Millrats, they just use a calendar because he takes full advantage of it.
I'll tell you, I watch a lot of Spurs games, as you know, and Greg Popovich does a lot of that stuff too. Of course, Jaren Jackson played for Popovich back in the championship days. Learned a lot of tricks from him, no doubt, and he's been around for a long time and a great coach here for St. John. Francis, Royce Perrin now leading the ball up for Quebec as they try to set up their offense and continue to extend this lead.
35-41, the Rats now pitching from behind. Big shot from the outside and a miss. Quebec will get that rebound.
Again, and those offensive rebounds, like you were about to say, we read each other's mind, as tends to happen. And Quebec getting another shot at it and more time on the clock to eat away.
Those are the bounces that were going to the Millrats early in this one. And losing those opportunities as Samaki got tied up with Francis on that one.